Hey, what's going on, guys? This is map number 3 of the Gladiators Excelsior matchup in Stage 4, Week 1 of the Overwatch League. And of course, this is with the 2-2-2 roll lock. And let's take a quick look here at the compositions for both sides. So for the Gladiators, we have double sniper, and they're going to run the Orisa Hog, Mercy, Zen. So they're not going to have any form of protection against Orisa Hog, but of course they can always change because they have the spawn advantage here, and they can always just go Mei if they see a Roadhog. Now from the side of the Excelsior, we have a Junkrat, a Hanzo, and then they have a Diva as the off tank so that they can have these two slots unoccupied by Mei and have this added damage with the Junkrat and the Hanzo. There's going to be an Orisa as well. Orisa is super powerful right now, probably the best main tank in the game at the moment. Jonak is going to be playing his Zenyatta, and then Animo is going to be playing the Mercy, being able to res here in case anyone falls. So let's see how this plays out. Alright, early on here you're just going to see some poke towards the spawn. Just speed through this. Orisa gets pretty low from the side of Gladiators, but she's fine. Now, what the Excelsior are going to elect to do here is actually just run kind of a spammy comp here with the Junkrat. Try to get some picks with the halts, and then also the Zenyatta is going to be doing some 5 balls as the orbs come out, as the halts come out. You can see just Libero spamming this choke right here. We switch over to Libero. Libero just having this cheeky angle where he spams his grenade launcher at a nice little angle to have it bounce off and land right in the center of the Gladiators team, hopefully being able to get pick. And of course the Riptire is such a powerful ultimate, so you have the spam and you have that powerful ultimate to go along with it. Junkrat's always a good choice here in this in a tight choke like this. So Gladiator is going to come out again. Another halt here, and you're going to see Libero gets the pick on Surfer just from the grenade launcher spam, and also Jonak's going to get a pick right there. So we'll watch that from Jonak's perspective. See this little angle you can take, that line of sight, and then he's able to get the Discord on it and get the kill onto Roar as he gets halted. So the halts and the spam from the projectiles is just such a powerful thing to use here in the chokes, and that's what the Excelsior are electing to do on their defense for Hollywood Point A. Okay, so moving on to the next team fight here, we're going to see the Gladiators actually go through Golan so they can avoid the projectile spam. And now, if we look at the ult economy, we see Nene has his Dragon Strike, Libero's going to be at Tire here very, very soon, and then Gladiators have their Amplification Matrix. And if we look at the Shield War, so Mono right now, his cooldown for his shield is at 4, so he's going to have to back up. That's going to give space to Gladiators. They win the Shield War this time. And now Gladiator is on point. You see Amplification Matrix come out, and that means that the Excelsior are going to have to back up. And here's the issue with what's going to happen right now is we're going to look at Meko, and Meko is going to have just used his DM, and now he can't pop it again because of using it. So if we look at how he uses defense matrix here, used it right there, and then so uses his missiles, and then DM's right there to help keep him up, but he's at 600 health. I mean, it's just going to be chip damage. Now he doesn't have his defense matrix, and what does that mean? Well, you know what that means. That means the halt hook's coming, because the defense matrix is used, and Meko has no way of protecting Nene here. Nene going to get picked because of it. But luckily for the Excelsior, they have their 2 powerful ultimates. They're going to have Tire, and they have Dragon Strike. And also you have Jonak, who is just a weapon of his own right. We'll play this again. Jonak's just going to make 2 humongous picks here to go along with the Tire. And Big Goose actually has his immortality field, so this fight wasn't completely lost for them just because of the Tire. But with Jonak making plays like this, gets the pick on a Surefour, and gets the pick on a Shaz, I mean, you're going to win the team fight with Tyre and Jonak making plays like that every time. And that's the team fight right there. So poor defense matrix usage there from Meko, but it's saved by the ultimate economy and by Jonak making a play. So now we're going to actually see quite a few swaps from the Gladiators. So you see Decay right now is at 51% to his ultimate. He's going to swap to Hanzo. And let's go back a little bit here. Let's just look at the ultimate. So Surefour is playing Hanzo right now. He's going to swap off. His Dragon Strike is at 60%. Decay is almost at Blizzard. And then Void is 50% to his whole hog. So the ult economy is going to pretty much reset. They're going to bank on Shaz and Roar here with the Bongo getting close to it's close to Roar actually getting the Bongo, and then Shaz getting close to Trans here. But Excelsior just have so much going for them in the ult economy. They got Dragon Strike. They're going to be close to Bomb, close to Bongo. Jonak has his Trans, and Animo has his Valkyrie. So they're going to like to go with the Pharah here, and Pharmacy and pressure these two projectile DPS. And you're going to see it's actually quite annoying for the Excelsior having to deal with, you know, the Pharah is really good here because she can just play behind this house here on this roof and just come out and poke when she wants to. And there's not really anything that the Excelsior can do, because if Mecha wants to go up there and contest, well, the rest of the team is behind the house, and that's where they're setting up. And if Nana can hit an outstanding shot, then great. But they're going to play with the odds in their favor here are the Gladiators. So we'll see what happens here. And you're going to see the call comes out about the Hanzo Decay being on the high ground here. He's actually doing great work right now onto Jonak, but the Excelsior do a great job of teaming up on him, and he's alone right now. Meko comes in and kills him. He had the Discord on him as well. So Decay goes down, and that stagger is really going to hurt, especially with the ult economy not going in favor of the Gladiators right now. And just more and more time ticking off the clock with that. We're getting close to a minute here. And Gladiators still don't even have a tick. So Decay's finally coming back from spawn, and the Gladiators again only have like a minute to work with here. Halt comes in, but again no Roadhog because Void elected to swap off to the D.Va now. So Excelsior not having a Mei, having a D.Va. We know how D.Va has fared so far in the meta versus Orisa Hog. It's not been too pretty. And I'm surprised that the Gladiators elected to go D.Va. I guess you can contest the high ground here, but if you just stay with your Orisa, you could provide pressure with her as well. I don't know. And right now, the ult economy, we look at the Gladiators, and all they have is they're going to have Bongo and they're going to have Trance. So two very powerful ultimates. Surefour coming close to his Barrage as well. So, you know, not out of the realm of possibility for Gladiators to win this one, but Excelsior do have Trans, they have Valk, they have Bomb, they're close to Bongo and Tyre here, so a lot working for the Excelsior. Yeah, we'll see how this plays out. See the healers, and Nene staying with his healers as well, playing in the back, as well as the tanks and Junkrat playing behind the house. They know that Orisa's back there, and they're going to stay perfectly content with that until she wants to decide to push out, and they're going to hold this corner. But the pressure is coming from above, and that's the swap to Pharah is not a bad one. But the problem with this is that she's very susceptible. Pharah is, as soon as her boosters go up, she's going to be in the air. You know, Pharah can only go down so fast. Gets halted right into it again. So we'll play this again. Fantastic halt from Mono to get the Pharah. The whole purpose of this bomb is just try to get Pharah. As soon as Meko sees the boosters go up from Surefour, he's going to throw his bomb. So watch this again. And then the halt from Mono too. Pay attention to that. So Pharah's in the air. Bomb comes out, and there's nothing Pharah can do. There she goes. How did Big Goose get out of that? I actually want to watch how Big Goose got out of that one. Oh, so good job by Big Goose there to get out of it. Barely. He should have probably died too, but he did a great job getting out of it. Here's my problem with Mono. Why is he here? Why is he at this position right now? Watch the positioning from Mono as he moves his shield when it goes down. So he's gonna lose his shield war against a Bongo. That's pretty clear. Not this shield war, but the next one right here.
Cease your resistance.
So loses the shield war versus Bongo, but why is he up here in this corner? His next route of retreat is, so if I pull my pen out here, placing your shield here, what does this do for you? It just puts you in a position where you're gonna have to back up in here, but why not just play from here anyway? Or you're not gonna cross all the way over here if you're Mono. So, and he takes this weird route of retreat in a circular fashion. I haven't been too impressed with Mono's positioning throughout this series. Goes out into the middle of the point and just curves back, and he's gonna fall. But the ult economy is just working so much in favor of the Excelsior right now that they're going to be close to Tire. They still have their trans, and they can just hide from this Bongo. There's no pressure being applied right now from Gladiators. They need to start moving on to the point and pressuring the other 5 remaining. They let that res go through. I mean, what are they really going to do about it? And Tire comes out, and they're all going to back up. And so if we look at it from this perspective, good Tire from Libero to just try to avoid as much damage as possible. Barely gets onto Roar, and Roar goes down. And so, yeah, they get the pick onto Mono, but they're just unable to capitalize on it, unable to keep applying pressure. Unfortunate that Surefour had to go down like that, but that was a beautiful job from Meko and Mono to get that bomb. First, to get the bomb in the right position, to time it well as soon as those boosters came out, and then Mono putting the ult in. And Gladiator is going to have 20 seconds here to work with. Okay, so we'll see the Tire again here. Libero getting position on the high ground. Oh shit, what the hell happened there? Let's watch it from Libero's perspective. Okay, so he's in the stairs. Let's just look at the path of the Tire. On top of the house, onto the side of the house, and up behind, but very high exposure there. The Tire probably should have went down. They get Roar, but Roar is going to get rezzed up here. And Nene's on a flank. Decay's on a flank. Decay got Nene. He's going to go down though, but I mean, Nene's also down, so it's a 5v5 at this point. And the res is going to come onto Roar. We're going to start pushing the point. And now, let's look at the ult economy. Surefour has his Barrage. Big Goose has Valk. Shaz has Trans. Mono's going to be... he's going to have his Bongo. Jonak has Trans, and then Animo has Valk. Okay. Watch the play from Meko here. So you can see Surefour is getting ready for his Barrage. Getting ready to Barrage here. Looking for an opportunity to Barrage. Trans comes out for the Bongo from Mono. And then just out of nowhere Meko comes and just deletes Surefour. What a play from Meko. Who knows what would have happened with the Barrage. Jonak did have Trans, but perhaps the Barrage gets Jonak. That's their win condition there is to get the Zenyatta, and Meko just making a humongous play. And if we go back here, we can also see Roar versus a Bongo and a Junkrat and Orisa. It's gonna go in favor of. So he does get the Bongo out, but still, there's just gonna be too much pressure applied from the Tire or from the grenade launcher from Junkrat and the Discord as well. And such a great job from Zenyatta, just staying out of line of sight from the Pharah the whole time, staying out of line of sight from Surefour, making it difficult for him to get that Barrage off, playing it so smart. That's traditionally where you see the Zenyatta anyway, but just not peeking out, playing it smart, doing his job of knowing he is the win condition, having his Trans ready with if they need it, and it turns out he didn't even need to use it. He didn't even need to use it. Decay gets a kill on Jonak, but and he gets a pick on the Libero, but it's not going to matter. From here on out, it's just stalling from the Gladiators. There's nothing really they can do. Surefour with the Barrage late, and They're gonna try. But to no avail. So great job there from the Excelsior. They win round 1, get the full hold in. Gladiators with a questionable swap midway through. I think that it's just questionable because it was well, it's questionable because Mei was 50% to her ult, and the whole hog and the Dragon Strike you're okay with giving up if the comp swap is really going to be that beneficial. But Mei's ultimate is pretty good, and it could have created a lot of space. And Surefour just getting deleted by Meko. Meko making the humongous play. I think player of this match so far is Meko. Did give up the halt hook to Gladiators early, but made up for it with that humongous play. Actually, Jonak's probably the player of the game. He had the best positioning out of anybody. Mono made some questionable positioning errors. Jonak was always in a safe spot away from the Pharah. He got the huge pick on that first attack from the Gladiators, and now the Excelsior are going to take the advantage with just needing to get one tick to win it. Alright, so actually the Excelsior did get, the Gladiators did get a tick and a half there. So the Excelsior are going to at least need to get 57% to win this. They're going to have on attack the Mei and Hanzo. I don't know if they're going to probably switch off the Mei because there is no hog on the Gladiators, so they don't really need to defend against Halt Hook. Mono and Meko are going to run Orisa Hog, and then Jonak on the Zen, Animo on the Baptiste. Gladiators going to run the Hanzo and the Sombra. Going to have Orisa. Orisa obviously the strongest main tank right now, and then they're going to have Moira and Zen. So electing to run Big Goose on the Moira instead of the Mercy. On defense, not having a Mercy, it's always nice to have that Mercy for the res, because if you go down 5v6, you have the spawn disadvantage, and it could just snowball from there. So we'll see how this plays out. Okay, so after a bit of posturing, you're going to see the Gladiators start to move back, Excelsior start to move forward, and the Maywall is actually going to come out to help them get through the choke. If you recall, the Gladiators were having trouble getting through this choke with all the spam, but the Maywall is going to alleviate a lot of that pressure. You can see Libero coming here inside of security, get a little peek, see what's going on, and then now put the wall up. And this is going to help the Excelsior get through the choke, unlike the Gladiators, who died, I think, 2 times to this very choke right here from all the Junkrat spam and all that. So now the Gladiators, shield goes down for Roy. What's his cooldown at? He actually has his shield, but he's going to elect to fall back. Halt comes in, doesn't get anything. And again, we have the Halt Hook from the side of Excelsior, and the only defense for that is Void. Now, if you look, the Gladiators are going to fall back into the stairs here and behind the house. And, well, what is Shaz doing? Shaz is hanging out on the right here. And Void's in no position to eat to halt if they try to go Halt Hook him. Wall comes up. And Diva Void just gets out of there because she was on top of that wall. She's in no position to help Shaz. But it's really Shaz's responsibility to get in a better position there and be with his team. He's just kind of out there on an island, and that's an easy pick for the Excelsior. And Nene going to force the recall on Decay, but is able to get him anyway from the recall. And Meko gets Roy, and here it's just going to spiral. So very questionable positioning. I'll watch that again. Let's see how it unfolds. So we're just at the start. He's holding on the boss or on the car here. He's going to fall back to the left. But he's not going to go in the house. He's not going to go, he's not going to go in here, and he's not going to go in behind there. So, let me draw some weapon. He's not going to be, Shaz is right here. He's not going to fall in here, and he's not going to fall with the team over there. He's just going to kind of hang out over here, and that's an easy pick. So yeah, that's fine positioning now, but now he's in no man's land. His team's retreating. And he's not. And he's discorded. So they know he's there. Like, they know he's there from the discord from Jonak. He got marked. Half health. And, like, Void's got to go help his teammate, or Shaz has to be in a better position. One or the other. And it's just going to spiral from there into Excelsior's favor. they're going to go ahead and take this third map on Hollywood. So that was match number 3 from the Gladiators and Excelsior, going to the Excelsior, able to keep this series 1-2 so far. The Gladiators were the ones who took Busan and Temple of Anubis, so now the Excelsior are going to want to take it to a map 5 by winning game number 4 on Route 66, and we'll check that one out next. So I appreciate you guys tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one.